It's always great to reconnect with you and talk about water. You bring a depth of experience in water management, process, automation, in industrial and municipal clients. So today I want to tackle the industrial space. Why is it so important for industries?
In industry, quite often what we see is there's a very strong focus on the product that they're making and producing, whether it's food and beverage, whether it's chemical, oil and gas, whether it's pulp and paper, semiconductor, all these different industries. But with the intensity of water scarcity and tighter regulations on what's required and what you can discharge, in general, the environmental considerations and sustainability goals, I think it's more important than ever to focus on water. It's an expensive commodity. It really is an expensive commodity. So just minimizing the amount of water you use in your processes and in your industrial water cycles is becoming more and more important from a cost perspective. But also with the water scarcity issues, we've got to use less water and discharge less. And I know there's a focus on zero liquid discharge. I don't know if that's possible, but I think we should all be striving for minimal liquid discharge. And then you have to think about things like if you're dosing chemicals into your water cycle, if you're minimizing the use of water, then you're minimizing your use of chemicals. Again, if you're putting energy in, for instance, wastewater cycle where you're using aeration, the less you have to treat, the less energy you use. And also if you measure and monitor, you can even optimize those processes as well.
The water positive theme is becoming more and more bigger, and all the industries like leading players have already committed for reducing their water and improving
Mhm.
their cycles. And you mentioned how important it is to have the data management. How is it like in terms of data integrity and data management? How important is it, and how can they achieve it?
So I think it's measuring and monitoring of any process, whether it's a production process or a water process. That's the cornerstone of decision making. You can only make a decision once you know something. The quality of the data you collect has a big impact, and it's so critical to making those decisions and making sure you're making the right decisions. It's very important as well that you have more than one type of data. So it's very important to get the balance right between laboratory and online data. There are advantages to both and disadvantages to both. But I think once you've got online data in real time, then you can make informed decisions quicker, and also trends, which is difficult to see sometimes with laboratory data. So you can make decisions quick.
And I know that hack with depth of the portfolios you have between online and also laboratory, you can really bridge the gap and provide meaningful data.
I think the benefits of that as well is a manifold. So if we've got the data correct and we're making our decisions wisely, then we can definitely minimize the amount of water consumption.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. We can also minimize the impact on the environment and work more towards our sustainability goals. And we can even potentially not put any wastewater into the environment, but we can also prevent process equipment from failing or prevent process equipment from losing capacity. For instance, if you've got impurities in an electrolysis process, you're going to significantly impact how effective and how efficient that electrolyzer is. And also some impurities can actually break mechanical equipment. I think AI is going to play a bigger role, or at least automation, definitely, because one of the reasons potentially people don't want to monitor as much as they probably should do is the time and effort that maybe operators have to put into that part of the process. And with AI and automation processes, that means potentially as long as you maintain the equipment, then you've got a more secure process and a safer process. And the one thing we have to remember is we want to save energy, we want to save chemical, we want to improve the environment. But when there's regulations in place, compliance is king. Yeah, we have to make sure that we're compliant all of the time.